A Chinese tech giant may have bypassed US AI chip bans, but one hidden detail changes everything.
The most powerful AI chips on Earth were never supposed to reach China, but somehow they did. And the company at the center of this controversy is ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok. According to multiple reports, ByteDance may have quietly obtained the global AI race. To understand why this matters, we need to look at one key piece of technology: Nvidia's Blackwell AI chips. These chips are not ordinary processors. They are designed specifically to train massive artificial intelligence models, the kind used for generative AI, military simulations, cybersecurity systems, and next-generation autonomous technologies. Blackwell is widely considered the most powerful AI architecture ever built. Each system contains thousands of cores optimized for machine learning. They can train models dramatically faster than previous generations, and that makes them extremely valuable, not just commercially, but strategically. That's why the United States placed strict export controls on advanced AI chips. The goal was simple: slow down China's ability to develop cutting-edge artificial intelligence. Washington believes AI superiority will shape the future balance of power in economics, in cybersecurity, and in warfare. So the rules were clear. Companies like Nvidia cannot sell their most advanced chips to Chinese firms. But the global tech supply chain is complicated, very complicated, and that's where the story gets interesting. Reports suggest ByteDance may have accessed Nvidia's Blackwell chips indirectly through computing partners operating outside China, specifically in Malaysia. Instead of importing the chips into China, the AI workloads may have been run remotely through overseas data centers. In other words, the hardware stays outside China, but the computing power is still accessible. If accurate, this creates a massive loophole because export rules focus heavily on physical chip shipments, not always on remote computing access. And that opens an entirely new battlefield in the technology war. Access versus ownership, power versus location. If companies can access restricted chips remotely, then the restrictions may not work the way policymakers expected. And this is where things become geopolitical. Because ByteDance is not just any technology company. It operates TikTok, one of the most powerful social media platforms on the planet. But ByteDance is also deeply invested in artificial intelligence. The company runs large AI research teams, developing recommendation algorithms, language models, video generation systems, and advanced content moderation tools. These systems require enormous computing power, exactly the kind provided by Nvidia's Blackwell chips. So, if ByteDance gained access to that hardware, it could accelerate its AI capabilities dramatically, and that could alarm governments, especially in Washington. Because the United States has framed AI development as a strategic competition between the US and China. AI chips are now viewed almost like nuclear technology or advanced weapons systems. They represent national power, and whoever controls the most powerful chips may control the future of AI. This is why Nvidia sits at the center of the global technology war. The company dominates the AI chip market. Many estimates suggest Nvidia controls around 80% of advanced AI hardware used for training large models. Companies around the world depend on it, including the biggest names in artificial intelligence: OpenAI, Google, Microsoft, and countless startups. But that dominance also places Nvidia in a difficult position. It must follow US export rules while still serving a global customer base. And those customers are increasingly creative,
finding new ways to access computing power, even when direct sales are restricted. Cloud computing has made the situation even more complex. Today, companies don't always need to own chips. They just need access to them. And that access can come from data centers anywhere in the world. This is exactly why governments are starting to worry, because controlling the flow of physical chips may no longer be enough. The real question is who controls the compute, who can run the models, who can train the next generation of AI systems, and who gets locked out. If ByteDance did gain access to Blackwell chips through overseas partners, then the entire export control strategy could face scrutiny. Policymakers may need to rethink how restrictions work in a cloud-driven world. Should remote computing access also be restricted? Should companies verify who is using AI hardware inside foreign data centers? Or should governments regulate access to AI training power itself? Those debates are already beginning, and the stakes are enormous. Artificial intelligence is rapidly becoming the most important technology of the 21st century. It will shape economies, military capabilities, scientific breakthroughs, and global influence. Whoever leads the AI race will likely define the rules of the future. That is why this story matters far beyond one company. It touches the core of a new technological Cold War. The United States trying to slow China's AI progress, China trying to keep pace, and global companies navigating a maze of restrictions and opportunity. But the most important detail may be this: even the strongest technology barriers can develop cracks, and sometimes those cracks appear in unexpected places, not in secret laboratories, not in covert smuggling networks, but inside the complex web of global cloud computing. If the reports are true, then the next phase of the AI race has already begun. Not just a race for better algorithms or smarter models, but a race for access to the machines that power them. And in that race, the rules are still being written.